So welcome one more time. So what I want to do is a quick breakdown on GBP card. Yeah, a quick breakdown on how to analyze the market. Just very simple. So this is the 3 months time frame of GBP card. So I'm quickly going to go down to the monthly, but let me explain something. Okay, so on the 3 months time frame, you want to first concentrate on this area. To concentrate within this area. Okay, this boxed out area. That's what you want to concentrate in. Now you can see the spikes from the last two, from the last 3 months candle. These two candles right here represent pressure from the buyers to the upside. So perhaps this could be a retracement, and then before the end of this 3 months candle, which you can see right here is still remaining 2 months, 18 days. Before the end of it, we could still run up. You get? So let's take the boss house and go down to the lower time frame, like 1 hour. So here is the 1 hour. See? Now the 1 hour, you still also want to take note of the current price action. That is the current price action and the current point of price. And then you want to select a target. Now, if I look at my far left, I can sight this target up here. That area right there. This area right there. So why I'm taking that area is because firstly, that area is as a target, and secondly, you can see the reaction from here to here. And after this spike, what happened? See the heavy push. Now this heavy push signifies that there was high sellers reaction or high market activities was carried out right there. So that's why there is very important. That is up there. So but right now we're going to be focusing on here on the breakdown. Now we're going to start analyzing from the weekly, but we have gotten our general swing target based off the monthly. Okay, so if we are going to be looking for buys when we go down, if we buy from anywhere, for those that would like to swing, also that's for swing traders, target will be up here. Okay, so what I want to do next is round up this target, that is this resistance target up here that we're waiting for market to get to. What I want to do is round it up to the next physiological number. So let me just do it. So that the next physiological number is going to be, I'm going to do 93,000. Yeah. Okay. So you can see we have rounded it up to the next psychological number. Now if you look down there, you see we rounded it up to 93,000, 1.93. You get? So that is the target. Okay, so we're going to go down to a lower time frame so that you can see how the price, what price has been doing here. Because if you're looking at it from here, if you're looking at this market from here, what are you seeing? You can look at the hammer, the doji, the next hammer that led to the breakout of this area right here, kind of like a consolidation. Okay, and it looks like this next candle is going to spike in, and perhaps you can have the next one to the upside. Everything is going to be broken down. Let's go to the weekly. Okay, so we are taking the process 1-1. I getting? So this is it. See our target up there. Yet I'm just going to shrink the chart. Okay, so you can look at what GBP card has done for a long time. You get? Okay, so now let's go to the main thing. Now we took target from the monthly. We're coming down to the weekly time frame to do what? To break down the market. That's to break down the price action. Secondly, we are coming to the weekly to look at the main market structure. That is the current market flow. Are you getting? So we're just going to start the analysis. First thing we want to notice is market structure. Now, if you look very well, we're on a bullish market. We're not just only on a bullish market, we are making higher high. We've made the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and you can see right here, this is like a consolidation right here, and this was the breakout. Now, if you want to go from here, we have this push, this come down, this push, this come down, this push. See right here, market structure was intercepted. What happened? Right here, maintained again. Right here, see, we started coming up gradually. A new higher low was formed. The next thing, it was a new high. So what we're expecting is a come back down, perhaps into this area. You can see here like a consolidation, and then perhaps we can find somewhere to come to. Maybe we could come even as far as here, which I don't expect. Okay, I think we're going to start to reverse from where we are right now to the upside, perhaps. Yeah, our target is still up there. You can see it right there. Okay, that's how far you can hold your swing, depending. That's for months, so that's gonna cost you a lot of months. That is a very huge pip. That should be about 500 pips plus, or 300 and something pips. So just understand that the first thing is to get your target, understand the flow of the higher time frame, such as the monthly. Are you getting? And then you come down to the weekly, you pick the main structure, that is the original market structure. You first want to tell yourself what is the market structure. You look at the chart, you can tell where the market is trending to. Okay, you can mark it out the same way I did, like this, and then it can be clear to you. And then the next thing you are going to do is what I'm about to do next. Let me show you. So I'm just going to remove that, and then I'll pick the horizontal line. And now I'm just going to place the line first, and then I want to zoom out. Now you want to zoom out and focus on this current price right here. You get from this area right here down to this area. I get it. You want to keep your eye there. You want to keep your focus. Now I'm going to make the weekly line to be different from the color of the monthly line. Okay, so we're going to go for perhaps this. No, I think that's too shiny. This, we're going to go for green. We're going to label it. Okay, weekly. And we're making it the same color. Keep it in the middle. Okay, so you see right there, we labeled it weekly. Okay, now let me show you where I'm going to take my placement base off. Let me just pick the arrow too. Now I want to be taking my distance from this point right here. This first point after this long bull run, that week up there, you see the come down. You get the second week, they will come down. Now I want to mark I want to take this point right here, 81, and I'm going to round it up to a psychological number, 81,500 perhaps, exactly. Clear my throat. So right there, so I'm just going to go to coordinator. You can see 1.81,500 right there. Now I want to pick the next structure. You will see after the market broke out, from this whole area. Get this is like a consolidation. So the market broke out from this whole area. It made a new high. Get up there. Now I want to take that high right there, and then we're going to also take this low. I get it. We're going to focus on this low, this area, and that high perhaps. You get, if there's any other need, we'll mark the low again. So we're just going to focus on 3 areas. Okay, you want to keep everything simple and short. I get it. Just simple. No need to clutter the charts with lots of line when you don't understand what you're doing, perhaps. Yeah. So looking at it, you can understand that this area is like an area of consolidation. So what we want to do is understand that this is how it works. After the consolidation, we're going to have a breakout. After a breakout, a retest, and what? A continuation. So it's very simple for those that understand it. I getting. So now I want you to understand that this is how to analyze a chart. If you analyze your charts like this, believe me, you will be correct in your trades, perhaps. Yeah, but another thing to understand also is it's not the analysis. It's not from the analysis. It's not just from the analysis alone that you determine if you are going to be profitable. I get it. There are other things that contribute to that. There are other things. Okay, the analysis is just one thing that is also very important for a trader to know how to do. Okay, you cannot be a trader when you cannot be able to analyze what you say you do for a living, or what you say you is your passion, or what you say you do. Okay. So secondly, you need to practice. If you watch the video once you don't understand, watch it again. Okay, when I was learning how to trade, I would watch a video, I would not understand, I would watch it again, I would not understand, I would watch it 5 times, and surely you get to a point where those videos that you have watched start clicking on your head. Like every single time on the chart, you just mimicking the same thing you watch. I get in. The idea just begins to flow. The understandings just get into your head, and you just glimpse it. You just glimpse everything and just begin to understand what you are doing. That's just it. So I'm just going to round up all this area. Now I want you to look at all the areas that I pick. Okay, they are very important. Very important. You need to look at every single area that I've picked. Now, if you look at from this weekly time frame, I'm rounding up numbers to their nearest hundreds. Like if it's 76, 450, I'll round up to 76, 500. I get in something like that. So I'm rounding them up to like their hundreds. Yes, I'm making them end with 2 zeros. Now that reason is because this is a higher time frame. Okay, a higher time frame, and this is a lot of pips. One candle like this you are seeing on this weekly time frame is a whole lot of pips. Okay, I'm just going to shrink it so you understand. So we're focusing on this 3 area. The market break this low, then we'll surely go for another. We'll mark another area down, perhaps I should mark it. Okay, that's a clinch. That was a clinch right here. Right there. Set it. Okay, so we're going to focus on these 4 areas. Okay, so I'm just going to take my Fibonacci, and I'm going to trade from this low right here together with the zone to this area up right there. For those that doesn't know how to use the Fibonacci, I think that one will be on another video, but just try to understand what I'm doing. You get, you see, so you can see market is already at the 2%. Okay, so you can bounce up from that area. It's clear that the market can start to go up from where it is right now. So we're going to go to the daily. So now you see our target is still up there. Okay, still up there. That is the target we took from the monthly. You can just write it monthly. Okay, so that we don't just forget it. Okay, just leave it at that, monthly, so we know our target. Okay, so right here, looking at the analysis. Now, as you have come down to the daily, you want to keep your focus on the minimum. You want to keep your focus on the current thing that is going on. I get it, because it's the daily, so you don't get confused. Now, this is also another point where market structure also is very important. Okay, you need to study price action, study the market structure, very important here also. So if you shrink the chart, you can see the market have been trending up. Okay, so just going to break down this area. So first area I want to take for my daily is this area right up there, that neckline right there. Then I want to round it up. See, I'm using a different color. See, so I'm taking that body area right there. Okay, that body area right there. I'm shrinking out so that I can see the other side. Okay, because this is my phone, this is not my laptop. I'm doing the video from, so I'm just shrinking out so I can look at the other side, the far left, so I can read the price action over there. Okay, so I think that is the only area we're going to take for the daily for now. We're going to go down to the 4 hour also. Go down fine, but I can spot the trend line. You can see from there to there. Okay, the trend line is just the picking of 2 points. Okay, just the linking of 2 points together. So we just want to use this. Sorry, so we're just going to focus on this. Okay, so open to the 4 hour. Now on the 4 hour is where the main business is, because on the 4 hour is when you start to look at the price action, look at the reaction, understand what market is doing, understand how the flow is, and ask yourself, okay, market is like this, why, what is happening, what are we trying to do? Just kind of begin to question yourself. That's just what I take the 4 hour for. You get? So we want to focus on the main point of price, but first I have to shrink out so that you see what I'm saying very well. Okay, you can see the breakout of the neckline right there. What happened there? When the market broke out of that neckline right there, what did we get? Let me explain that area. You can see the market broke out of this area right there. Okay, we spike, and we got the euro. You could have taken your sale anywhere around here, and then your target would have been the next zone. Simple and short. Okay, now one thing you need to understand is, you see the way the market is aligning to my area of support and resistance. It means they are valid, like they are reasonable. They are working, that kind of breakdown. Yeah, so you can see the market came right there, broke out of the support again, came to it, when remain outside, came back inside. Now we are like retesting it. We could get a bounce from here on Monday up to this point for the week, and maybe far to the trend line next week. Yet, or we can still continue to go down, but I don't think we're going to be going down. I think we're going to be bouncing to the upside because GBP USD is already going bullish against the dollar. So I think that strength is also going to flow into this market, which is GBP CAD, by next week. Yeah, because all these pairs, they kind of correlate with their major pair, like their major pair, which is like all sub pairs like GBP CAD, GJ, GBP CHF. They follow the same step with GBP USD. That's just what I'm trying to let you know. Yes, they kind of correlate with that. They are major. Just like GBP USD is like their leader. That's just it. Okay. So I'm just going to okay. If you want to take your shot, then this is what you want to do. So on the 4 hour, I'm going to be using zones. Now, right here, I want to see the market break out of this area. This I would like to see the market break out. Get yeah. I'd like to see the market break out of here. No, I would like to see the market do something like this. Then I can start shorting from here. Okay. What market can do, come here. You get, and I want to see a daily candle closed bearish like this. Then the next day you can have the run up to this point, and then if it looks okay, we can start selling. We can still buy back and go up. Are you getting? But I would like to see something like this. That is for a sale before I can start selling. You get? That's what I want to see. But for now, this is what I think we are going to see. From there to the upside. Okay, I'm just going to do something. This for the downturn. This is what we need to see before we can start sticking to the short to 1.76900. Then for the longs, long. I want to see the market go up, maybe as far as here, come down to this area right here. Okay, and then lead us up. Okay, this is what I would like to see for the uptrend. Okay, and then for the downtrend, this is what I would like to see. Okay, so that's just it. You can go as far as to the 1 hour. Okay, I'm just going to clone this, I think, to this area right here. This area also is very important. Yes, that candle right there, and then the body. Okay, that candle right there, like that. So these are the 2 4-hour zone. So I'm just going to go to the 1 hour so you look at how it looks like on 1 hour. You see, we're already trying to push to the upside. Like the market reaction shows that the buyers are kind of looking to take back their market, because if you look at the 1 hour, you see we are sustaining our head above here. Very important. Okay, above there, right there, so we could be bouncing from there to the upside. Okay, how the market is looking. So the market can open and you take your buy. Maybe once the market open, can take your buy and place your stop loss on this week. Or right on it. Then your target of there's a target of 235 pips. Like this, something like this. Okay, there's a 1:2 exactly. That makes sense also. The market open, you can take it, and that's it. Okay, you can wait for the market to go up to that zone, break it, come back and retest, and then start getting long. Okay, so everything you just monitor. Okay, you monitor the market, and then you just understand the flow and you go from there. So thank you for your time, for going through the video. Thank you so much. I hope you learned from it. Okay, let's see how next week is going to go. And secondly, please like the video and also subscribe. But please be cool, like the video, very important. Thank you. See you on the next video. This is Precision FX. Thank you.